Hello everyone, welcome back to the update for the third week. I am running it a little bit late this week. We've had some awesome things come up, which I'll kind of surprise you at the end. Everything is still doing perfectly with these guys. As you can see, they are still kicking pretty good. They're doing some eating at the moment. So they are pigging out, running around. As you can see, they are getting huge. They're growing really super fast. I'm just extremely impressed with them, and as you can see, they are still pretty active. Every once in a while, they'll hide over there and not do much. And they're getting pretty lazy on me. Seems like the only time they want to eat is when I feed them something. I got tons of guppies still left in the tank, and Mr. Lucky the goldfish has been kicking around in there, and it's kind of crazy because the goldfish think they're piranhas and they're eating the tilapia. So it's been pretty crazy. So needless to say, I am still feeding them pretty good. Feeding them probably 2 times a day. Everything from the pellets to the tilapia to bloodworms to flake food. They are eating everything. And every once in a while you'll see them pick up one of the guppies that are in the tank. And but they're doing great. All six of them are still alive. Still no problems. Tank is rocking. As you can see, I built a nice little slate hide for them. That was pretty fun. I'll show you some of that in this video as well. If you can get a hold of slate, I found the marine grade or marine land silicone, which is made for fish tanks, and you can put any kind of rock formation you want together and don't have to worry about it falling over inside your tank. All 3 pillars that you see there I put together with a little bit of that. You can't see the glue holds it together. I let it set for 2 days and the stuff was pretty solid. I stacked the rocks on the top. I did not glue those, but I just laid them across the top, and as you can see, it came up with a really nice, cool looking little formation. And as you can see, you know, they're loving it. I mean, they're hanging out inside there and just loving it. I was having some problems with some hides. You know, I didn't have much. I had those couple little shelves that you see on either side there, and I hate those things. They're so ugly. And they were hiding underneath them, but there really wasn't anything in the tank, in the middle of the tank, except for some little trees. And when I was shutting off the light, like I told you guys before, they kind of all line up across the bottom of the tank. They don't sleep in a pack. They sleep separately. So I was just looking for little places to make them a little bit more comfortable when they sleep. At least that's what I think they're doing, is sleeping, because every morning I come down, turn on the tank, they're all lined up separately with their bellies touching the ground, just sitting there, and it takes them about 10 minutes to wake up, and then they're all over the tank. So let's go ahead and roll on with some of the updates, and then at the end, I kind of got a surprise for these guys. I'm pretty excited about it. Been working on it since Sunday. So it's been about 3 days ago. So on with the show, and I'll get you going on some of the videos from this past week. Alright everyone, just wanted to give you a little update, show you the big guys. As you can see, they are getting very large very quickly, which is pretty awesome. They still eat like crazy. They are very, very... it's hard to explain. They just seem like they're always hungry. I've checked with some of my groups, and they also say that, you know, they do eat. You don't want to overfeed them, but at the same time, if you don't feed them enough, they attack each other. So I can tell when they're hungry. They're getting very lazy. As you can see, I do have guppies and goldfish, you know, all sorts of other food in there to try to keep them busy, and they're lazy. They want me to feed them, so it's I've been trying to stretch them out. I'm still feeding them twice a day, once in the morning before I go to work, and then usually late at night I'll give them something a little bit bigger to get them through the night. Funny story, I actually thought I killed them all yesterday. I do turn off all the lights at night, room lights, tank lights. And I came down, do my normal morning spiel, and click on the lights and turn on the tank, and I look in the tank, and they are laying on the bottom of the tank. There was, one under this canopy, one underneath this bush, one underneath that bush, one underneath that bush, one underneath that bush, and one underneath over there. And they were literally bellies on the ground, and they just seemed like they were breathing a little bit heavy. And freaked me out. I thought I killed them. I thought there was something wrong with them. I immediately checked temperature, make sure the pumps were going, and so I had to, excuse me, but use the restroom. So I was using the restroom the whole time, panicking, thinking that I killed my fish. But from what I gathered, they were just not up yet. They were sleeping. As soon as I came out of the bathroom, came back in, they looked like this, all swimming around, waiting to be fed. So it was a kind of scary moment for me, because this has been all I've been able to think about since I got these fish. So, I've even developed a fish schedule that documents all my water tests, what I'm feeding them, how much I'm feeding them, when I'm doing water changes, filter changes. I created a spreadsheet. So I'm documenting everything that goes into this tank and everything that I do to the tank. And I'm trying to make sure that I keep my levels right, because like a dummy, when I first started this tank, I really didn't give it too much time to cycle. So I was having high nitrite levels and nitrate levels and, water hardness and just craziness. So now I am making damn sure that everything is good and correct for these guys, because I've kind of fallen in love with them. See if I can get you some close-ups here. They seem to come to me every time that I'm at the tank, so, which is super cool. So you can see they're very beautiful. And just growing. So just like any other man, I guess I can say I just can't leave well enough alone. I'm, constantly trying to figure out something. I keep reading, keep learning, and, I want to make sure that I'm giving these guys the best possible life that I can give them. So this is just kind of a midweek update. Just wanted to show you guys the fish. It'll be inserted into the next update video. So I'll see you on the next video. So this is kind of an example of what I was talking about, especially now that it's nighttime and it's almost bedtime to where I turn off their lights. You can see where they're starting to post up, especially the larger ones, in different spots. You can see him back there in the rear. And they just kind of pick a spot, and then this one over here has his spot behind that driftwood. And these are the spots they just kind of hang out at night. Big Hoss, he's over here. The three smaller ones, they still swim around. But the larger ones are just kind of hovering and picking like little spots for themselves, and will chase anybody else out of that little area. Well, now they see me by the tank, so now they're all coming over to say hi. I don't know if you can see that or not. But they will just all come over and say hi and hang out in front of me. So I think this is a maturity thing. I think they're getting a little bit older and trying to establish, this is my spot, this is where I sleep, don't mess with me anymore, it's time for bed. Telling me to turn the light off. They just got done eating. and they just want to go to bed. So I just wanted to show that to you real quick. And it's time for these guys to go to bed. Say goodnight, guys. Alright everybody, this is a little construction project that I'm working on. I wanted to make some hides in the tank, so I ordered some flat pieces of slate to try to build some decent hides. As anybody that's worked with slate knows, that it doesn't stack real easy and it's kind of hard to deal with. So after playing with this stuff for probably over a week, I kind of came up with a design that I think would work. So what I did is I'm using marine land. It's actually aquarium sealant. I don't know if you can see that. Totally fish safe. It's used to seal the inside of an aquarium. So I'm actually using that to give the structure a little bit more rigidity. So as you can see, I've already got these stacked and glued. I just glued them right now. It seems to hold them together really well. I'm trying to get some, I kind of got some weird lighting issues. Let me try turning on another light. But as you can see, well, that gave it a little bit more light. Probably not. But as you can see, I got a nice looking precarious kind of stack going on to where it looks really natural. You can't see any of the sealant anywhere at all from any angle. I'll try to get some from the back angle here. And yes, I am building this on a pool table. So these are the back angles here. You can see how the stacking pretty much had to go into it. So they look really good. I do have more pieces of slate right here that are actually going to be a canopy over the top. So I would actually put them on there right now for you, but I will show you that as soon as I get a little bit more dry time in these. But they will actually go over the top to create hides, and they'll stack up in kind of an arc. They're actually right here. They're kind of some bigger pieces. So they will stack over the top. I'll actually, I got some pictures as well. So I will definitely attach them with the video. So I'm going to sign off for right now. And as soon as I get this all going, I will be back to you. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's update. With the videos there. So like I said at the beginning, I'm going to give you a little bit of surprise of what I did. I don't know what sparked up inside of me with these fish, but it's all I can think about. So well, without further ado, let me show you what I got going on here. Ready? Ta-da! What do you think, guys? Well, this is my new tank. I picked it up last Sunday. It is a 140 gallon tank. Came with the whole canopy set up and the whole 9 yards. I know it's kind of hard to see in the dark. I can actually cut on a light for you and give you an idea of what it looks like. See if this light will do it. Actually it won't, so let me turn on another one. Alright, so let me see if I can pan this thing out, because it is huge, guys. So as you can see, I am still working on it. I do have some fish in there. I bought some goldfish to help cycle it. I put some of the old trees in there, trying to get some bacteria built up. But eventually, this is going to be where the piranhas are going to go. I'm still waiting for some things to come. Try to get it all decorated all nice and pretty. I got some ideas what I want to do with it. This is just something for them in the future. It's not something I'm going to put them in right away. But it looks, I'm really, really excited about it. 140 gallons, guys. So this will be their permanent home eventually. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff I still have on order. I got, one really good pump in there right now, which, I'll kind of go over the whole deal once I get it all together. And I got another smaller pump in there, just trying to keep it cycled. But I kind of went all out on this one, HOB wise, hang on the back filters. Bought the best ones that I've seen the best reviews on. So I'll go over that whole hookup here as soon as I get it all together. So I'm sorry about this week's being late, guys. I don't know if you're waiting on them to come out or to see how things go or not. This channel's still very new, so any likes and subscribes or comments or questions or anything like that is greatly appreciated. This has been really fun for me, and that's why I've been doing this on my channel, is just for the simple fact is it's keeping me excited, it's keeping me busy, and I'm now addicted. So please make sure you smash the like and the subscribe button. That way we can get out there and hopefully see some comments and see some of your guys' stuff. I'm really excited. So anyways, I want you guys to have a good day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. And we'll see you probably in a couple, 3 or 4 days with the next update on these guys. Have a good night.